Hey guys, what's going on and welcome to a brand new video. In this video today, we're going to be fixing the Championship Team of the Season awards because there was some stupid decisions that was made during the awards and I couldn't do the video at the time because we had a Leeds United preview to do and there was a game coming up. So I decided to wait till the end of the season and then actually do who I think should be in the Championship Team of the Season and the awards after that, you know, the individual awards, and do all that. So let's start off with, of course, seeing the team of the season. It should be right here. It's going to be right here on your screen, right here. If you don't remember it, of course, you got in goal Trafford. You got Jayden Bogle as your right back. You got the two centre backs with Egan Riley and Esteve. You got Burrows as your left back. You got Bellingham and Tanaka as your midfielders. You got Hamer as your number 10. You got James on the right, Signs on the left, and Sargent up top. Now, I'm going to be redoing it and talking through why I think this should be the real Championship Team of the Season, because we are going to fix it here. So let's start off with the goalkeeper. Of course, it's got to be James Trafford, a goalkeeper who only conceded 15 goals all season. Sorry, 16, but at the time of the awards, it was 15. But it's conceded 16 goals all season, having a goals conceded per game of 0.4. I mean, that's just incredible. Saving 2 of 2 penalties, so he didn't let a single penalty go past him. And those 2 penalties happened in the exact same game. I can't remember who they played. I think it was either Middlesbrough or Sunderland. I can't remember which game that was, but they had 2 penalties and they were both saved. He's saved per game at 2.0 at 85%. He has a successful runs out per game of 0.4, 100%. Goals conceded, 16, as we said, conceded 16 goals all season. Goals conceded inside the box, 13. Goals conceded outside the box, 3. Saves, 88 saves all season. He goals prevented was 12.82, which is basically almost 13 goals that should have been goals, not goals, because of some unbelievable saves he was making. And during the race to promotion, I know all of us Leeds fans were so annoyed at him because he just kept saving everything. Oh my god, it was so annoying at times. Saves from inside the box, 59. Saves from outside the box, 28. Saves caught, 1. And saves parried, 16. So, he saved so many penalties. He saved so many shots. He saved all of these penalties, which was 2 all season. It has to be James Trafford, and that's why James Trafford is the goalkeeper. I think we all knew that anyway. Now we go to right back, and for me, Jayden Bogle has been the best right back this season in the Championship. He's had 44 appearances, which they were all starts. He played a minutes per game of 87 minutes per game. He played a total minutes throughout the entire season of 3,834. He was in the Team of the Week 7 times. He then went on to score 6 goals with an XG of 5.47. So basically scoring just where his XG should be, just a little bit above. His scoring frequency was 639 minutes per goal. Goals per game was 0.1, but we don't have to worry about a lot of these stats. They don't really matter. He also had 4 assists this season with an XA of 5.87. So going off that, he should have had an extra 1 or 2 or more assists than what he got. He had a very good... he had 68.0 touches. He had big chances created. He created 11 big chances all season and got 4 assists from that. He had 0.9 key passes. He had accurate passing of 32, which was 78%. He had an accuracy in his own half of 89%. Accuracy in opposition half, 66%. Long balls accurate, 31%. Accurate chip passes, 31%, and accurate crosses, 17%. But we all know Leeds United players can't cross a ball really at all, to be honest. It's either the ball's a good ball and no one's in the box, or, the ball just goes over the top of everyone. Yeah, crossing wasn't really for us. Defending stats, he had 19 clean sheets all season. Tackles per game of 2.2. Yeah, just a really good, solid defender for us who got assists and got goals. And what a signing he's been from us, by the way. What a signing he's been for us. And Jayden Bogle is the right back. And next up, we're going to go with the right centre-back, and that's Egan Riley. So Egan Riley does get into this team still, of course. Getting 26, playing a total of 41 matches. 40 of those were starts, 88 minutes per game. He had a total minutes of 3,612. Team of the Week 3 times. He managed to score 1 goal all season, but that's not what matters. He also got 1 assist, but of course that's not what matters when you're a centre-back. He had 26 clean sheets this season, with a tackle per game of 1.5, a ball recovery per game of 4.5, And yeah, just an all-around unbelievable centre-back for Burnley. Both of them, basically. Both of them. That triangle of the two centre-backs and the goalkeeper. I mean, I kind of give it away who's next, but I think we all knew that. Successful dribbles was 65%. Total duels won was 62%. Ground duels won was 75%. Aerial duels won was 50%. Possession loss only 10.3. Hit fouls per game was 0.4. Was fouled 0.7, and he was not offside ever. But yeah, Egan Riley gets in as the right centre-back, and the left centre-back in the team of the season, we've already said it, it's Esteve. Esteve gets in the team of the season, of course, playing 46 games this season with 46 starts, 88 minutes per game with a total minutes played of 4,057. He got in the team of the week twice, scoring 1 goal all season and got 0 assists, but got 30 clean sheets. 30 clean sheets. Tackles per game was 1.0. Ball recoveries per game 3.7. 5.0 for clearances, and just both of them, like both the centre backs and the goalkeeper, that triangle just. I mean, you cannot not put those three in it when they've only conceded 16 goals, well, at the time 15 goals all season. Like, there's no way they both shouldn't have got in there. There is a shout that say Rodon maybe, but that's the only other player that has a contention. But I don't think Rodon should be ahead of both of them just because of how great their defensive season has actually been. Successful dribbles was 78%. Total duels won was 63%. Ground duels won was 65%. Aerial duels won was 62% with a possession loss of 7.3. And yeah, just an unbelievable season from the defense of Burnley. Now, this is going to be our first change in the team of the season. And it's Harrison Burrows, who's in the team of the season with 43 appearances and 39 starts with a minutes per game of 81, playing a total of 3,473 minutes, getting in the team of the week twice. He also scored 4 goals all season and also got 3 assists. He defensive stats, he got 15 clean sheets, and just, I'm not saying he was bad at all, like, he had a good season, Burrows. Like, Burrows had a good season at Sheffield United. But the man who should be at left back is Junior Firpo. And I don't think that's even biased. I think if you ask any Championship fan, they would say Firpo's not just been the best left back this season, but one of the best players this season. Not in the top 3, but one of the best players this season. And if he didn't have that injury, where he's out for a little bit, maybe he probably would have got in, but he should have got in, because I'm going to tell you these stats and just all around him as a player, how dangerous he was on the attack. But he had 32 appearances with 30 starts, 82 minutes per game, with a total minutes of 2,620. Got in the team of the week 4 times, scored 4 goals all season, and managed to get a total of 10 assists all season. Had also 10 clean sheets. And just all around, Junior Firpo, just the way he goes forward, he bombs forward, and I just think he's been the best. I think he's been the best left back this season in the Championship and should be in the team of the season. Successful dribbles was 45%. Total duels won was 54%. He had a ground duels won of 52% and an aerial duel won of 59%. Possession loss was 13.3. And yeah, but all around, Junior Firpo is the first change that I have in this Championship team of the season. Next up, of course, we've got Ayo Tanaka, who I think, yes, should be in this team with 43 appearances and 37 of those were starts, playing 77 minutes per game with 3,332 minutes played total this season. Got in the team of the week 4 times. Managed to score 5 goals this season with an XG of 3.6, so basically scoring 2 more goals than what he should have. Based off his XG. He also got 2 assists, but that's not what he's known. That's not what he's made for in this team. Defensively, very strong, and yeah, interceptions 1.3. Tackles per game was a 2.2. Balls recovery was 5.0. Dribble pass per game was only dribble pass once per game, and just his performance was really good this season. Like everything, he was probably. When he came into the team, it was massive that he came into the team, because you look at the team beforehand, and Gruev and Ampadu were good together at the start of the season. I thought Gruev was better than Ampadu at the start of the season, which people seem to forget as Leeds fans. But when we got to see Tanaka start for Leeds United, we saw how good he was. Successful dribbles 46%, ground total duels won 55%, ground duels won 53%, and aerial duels won 64%, with only a possession loss of 8.4. But overall, Ayo Tanaka yes, you are in the team of the season. The next team of the season player that I would have changed, Joe Bellingham got in. Now, I think Joe Bellingham had a really, really good start to the season, but it was kind of like Sunderland's season. They started very strong and was playing very well, and then they kind of fell off, and I felt like he kind of fell off with them, and that's not me saying they've been bad, like, as in, like, that's not me saying he's a bad footballer. That's just me saying that the team kind of dropped off from how amazing they were at the start of the season, and he kind of joined, like, he was part of that, like, he dropped off as well, which you're going to see. If your team drops off, you're going to drop off. Most likely in most teams. He played 40 games this season with 39 starts, with a minutes per game of 88, with 3,507 minutes played total this season, getting in the team like 3 times, scoring 4 goals, and getting 3 assists. And yeah, he also made... where is it here? Successful dribbles, 58%. Total duels won, 52%. Ground duels won, 54%. And aerial duels won, 46%. So he didn't have a bad season. Bellingham had a good season. But for me, there's someone who should be ahead of him in that midfield spot, and it's Josh Brownhill. Josh Brownhill for Burnley should be in this team of the season. He's been incredible this season for them, and I just think he should be the one in that midfield ahead of Joe Bellingham. I think he's had a better season than Joe Bellingham, and that's why it should be Josh Brownhill in that other midfield spot. With him having 42 appearances, starting 39 of those, with a minutes per game of 83, with 3,480 minutes played this season, getting in the team of the week 4 times, scoring a total of 18 goals, so only one behind Joel Pirro, who was the Golden Boot winner, with an XG of 9.99. So basically, he scored 8 more goals than what he should have. He also got 6 assists. So overall, what did he get? He got 24 goal contributions this season. And just, yeah, you just look at that and you're like, how is he not in the team of the season? Like, he's been incredible, Brownhill. And I think he should be ahead of Joe Bellingham and should be that player in that other centre mid position. The next player, of course, is going to stay the same. It's Hamer. Hamer is going to be in the team of the season, playing 41 games, starting 36 of those, with a minutes per game of 76, with 3,135 minutes played this season, getting in the team of the week 7 times, so he got in the team of the week 7 times, scoring 9 goals with an XG of 5.66, so he basically, scored 3 more goals than what he should have based off his XG, with a really good season. You know, he was the best number 10 this season in the Championship, so he should be in it. He also got 7 assists, with an XA of 8.46, so it's saying that he should have got 1 or 2 more assists than what he did. But yeah, I just think it was a very good performance and a very good season for Gustavo Hamer, and I thought he was one. He got in the top 3. He got in the the player of the season vote, so he was one of the best players this season. With a successful dribble rate of 48%, total duels won was a 44%, a ground duels won was 45%, and an aerial duel won was 27%. He just had a really, really good season and deserves to be in that number 10 spot in the Championship team of the season. Now, going into the right wing position is another player who was in the nominations for Player of the Season, and is Daniel James. 36 games played with 30 starting. Minutes per game was 73 minutes, playing a total of 2,616 minutes. Getting in the team of the week 5 times, scoring a total of 12 goals this season with an XG of 10.46. They basically scored like 1 extra goal than what he should have, 1 in a little bit, but you can't. So 1 or 2 more extra goals than what he should have. Getting a total of also 9 assists this season. So overall, you know, you look at that, 21 goal contributions for our right winger, who should be in the team of the season, with an XA of 8.66. So basically got the assist that he should have. But he had a very, very good season. Successful dribbles was 43%, total duels won 41%, ground duels won was 42%, and aerial duels won was 37%. But Dan James, one of the best players in the Championship this season. It's been incredible, and of course, he's in the team of the season. Now, going on to the left wing. Now, this might be the one where you go, oh, because I am making a change in this one as well. Borja Sainz is the left winger that got put in the team of the season, and he had 41 appearances, started 41 of those, playing a minute per game of 88, with 3,616 minutes total minutes played, getting a team of the week 4 times, scoring a total of 18 goals with a 15 XG. So he got 3 more goals than what he should have. Based off his XG. Also getting 4 assists throughout the entire season as well, with an XA of 4.92, so probably should have got 1 more assist than he actually did get. Having a successful dribble rate of 47%, a total duels won of 43%, a ground duels won of 44%, and an aerial duels won of 12%. He had a really good season, Borja Sainz, but for me, the player that should be going on the left side, in my opinion, is actually It's actually going to be Josh Murphy at Portsmouth. I think Josh Murphy should be in the Championship team of the season, playing a total of 42 games, starting 40 of those, having a minutes per game of 82, total minutes played of 3,441, getting in the team of the week 4 times, scoring a total of 7 goals with a 4.9 xG. So yeah, so he got 2 extra goals than what he should have based off his XG. Also getting 14 assists this season with an XA of 9.4. So basically all season he got what? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He got 21 goal contributions this season. So the exact same amount of goal contributions that Dan James got this season. And in my opinion, he should be the player on the left wing in the Championship team of the season. He also had a successful dribble rate of 46%. Total duels won was 41%. Ground duels won was 45%, and aerial duels won was 23%. But yeah, I think Josh Murphy had not a way better season, but a better season, and in my opinion, should have been the player that was actually put on the left wing in this Championship team of the season. And now the final player is Josh Sargent, who I think should be in the Championship team of the season, right? I know people say, well, Joel Pirro, he only got 1 less goal than what Joel Pirro got. You know, he scored, actually, no, he didn't, sorry. So Pirro got 19, but Josh Sargent got 32 appearances, started 28 of those. Minutes per game was 78 with 2,505 minutes played. Team of the week he got twice. He scored 15 goals. So he got 4 less goals than what Joel Pirro got with an XG of 13.32. He also managed to rack up 5 assists throughout the season. And then also in his other stats, 47% successful dribbles, total duels won was 43%, ground duels won was 46%, and aerial duels won was 36%. And I can understand people saying, well, Pirro got the Golden Boot, top goal scorer, he should probably be in the team of the season. But for me, as a Leeds fan, watching him every single game, how many games have we been like, wow, Pirro's invisible, and even when he scores, he's invisible and does nothing, but he'll get a goal. You know, I don't think his performances have been good enough, especially at the end of the season. If you remember when the awards were given out, it was, I don't know if it was after he scored those 4 goals or it was the game before, but he had 8 games in a row where he was poor. He had 8 games in a row near the end, which was poor, which is why I can see why he's probably not in it, because he had like a lot of poor games towards the end of the season in a row, which is why I'm fine with seeing Sargent in it, because I've been annoyed at Pirro this season. And hey, he's the Golden Boot winner, top goal scorer. I'm happy that he got all those goals for us. But his performances haven't been great, especially towards the end of the season where he's been kind of poor. So I'm fine with Josh Sargent getting into the team of the season. So that is my team of the season for the Championship. So I've got Trafford in goal, Bogle at right back, Egan Riley at centre back, and Esteve at centre back, Junior Firpo coming in at left back, Tanaka in the midfield with Josh Brownhill. You got Hamer in the number 10 position, Dan James on the right. Then you got Josh Murphy on the left, and then you got Sargent up front. And that is my Championship team of the season. Now let's go down to the individual awards. Let's start off with Manager of the Season. Scott Parker actually got Manager of the Season, which I am fine with. Like, I am fine with him getting Championship Manager of the Season, because personally for me, it was between him and Daniel Farke. They were the 2 managers that were, like, at the time Burnley were top of the league. I think we didn't play yet. Yeah, it was before we played. So Burnley were top of the league at the time, but both teams had incredible seasons. So you can see Farke getting it, and you can see Parker getting it. It doesn't really matter for me, either of them, because we both got 100 points. You know, we won the title on goal difference. They only conceded 16 goals all season, at the time 15. So I can see why Parker got the award for his defensive, for how good they were defensively and how good of a season they had. So I'm fine with Farke or Parker actually getting the Championship Manager of the Season. So I'm fine with that award being nominated and given out to Parker. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll agree, even though there's an argument. You could say Daniel Farke deserved it, but it's one of those where they're like that. It's very, very tight. I think we should go next. The next thing we should do is Young Player of the Season. So Young Player of the Season was actually given out to Joe Bellingham. So Joe Bellingham did get the Championship Young Player of the Season. And for me, Joe Bellingham should not have won the Young Player of the Season. Who it should have gone to is Egan Riley from Burnley, who only conceded 15 goals at the time all season, and all season conceded 16 goals. So Egan Riley, in my opinion, should be the winner of Young Player of the Season. Now let's get into the main one, Player of the Season. It was given to Gus Hamer, and in my opinion, Gus Hamer was the third option. It was Dan James and Trafford who were top two for me, and then it was Hamer last. Somehow Hamer wins it. I do not know how. I think it's stupid that he won it. I would have personally give it to Trafford, conceding only 16 goals all season, saving 2 penalties all season, 100% penalty save rate, and those two were in the same game. But not only that, the amount of saves he made all season, like unbelievable save. We're talking unbelievable saves where at the time in that promotion race, you're a Leeds United fan or a Sheffield United fan, you're like, he saved it again, are you kidding me? Every single time, you couldn't believe it. And in my opinion, that's why the Championship Player of the Season should have been James Trafford. So, let's go through the awards and who I gave it to one last time. So, we'll start off with Manager of the Season, gave it to Parker. So Parker gets the Manager of the Season. Then you go Young Player of the Season. Egan Riley gets Young Player of the Season. And then finally, the Player of the Season is James Trafford. You could argue Dan James, and it's like, for me, they were both like that, and Hamer was like here. So you could argue either, but I would give it to Trafford just because of how unbelievable he's had as a season for a goalkeeper, and no goalkeeper is ever going to replicate how good he's been this season. So I don't know how he's not won it. So that's my Championship Team of the Season. I want you to leave in the comment section down below who you would have put in. If there's any difference that you would have made, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.